Welcome in to the MGMMA Analytics Report. I'm here today with Gavin and Nick. Gavin, probably the top fighter in the league, if not the one. I'm your social media manager number one. Nick's your social media manager number two. We handle all that cool shit you see on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Yeah, they holding it down out there for real. Go check them out. Go check out their personal pages. Drop your ads.
I don't even know mine off the top of my head.
we'll
We'll get them in there at the end, you know.
get them in there, but go follow my boys for real. They're holding it down, doing me a huge favor, making this super easy for us, making it go smooth. So shout out Kimball, Nick, appreciate you.
No problem, baby.
I'm gonna plug my stupid laptop real quick. Okay. Let's start with your fight against Holden, Gavin.
I mean, there's
Short
not really,
notice.
yeah, short notice
Yeah,
fight. I mean, what can I say? I mean,
beat
I
his
went out
ass.
there. I went out there and I got what I needed to get done. I mean, it wasn't the finish I was expecting, but I mean, I still got him out with a TKO. I mean, it's not a knockout in the first round like I predicted. TKO third round. I mean, that's just as good in my book. I mean, I literally beat his ass so bad that he could not physically continue to fight me. So, all respect to Holden though. He's got huge balls for stepping up, but I mean, I after the first 10 seconds, I realized that it wasn't going to be a technical fight on my end. I mean, I really didn't use any technique at all. I mean, you can tell in the video, I'm wide. I got my hands up, my hands down, sticking my chin out. Um, I think overall that kind of just proves how dominant I am and how bad I'm gonna whoop every single person's ass in this league.
Yeah, I mean, really, you watch the video, you see Holden get his ass kicked, not physically, but also mentally. Um, although there's not much there mentally, but
Oh, that's crazy. All right.
love Holden. His brain capacity's not there. Too many concussions.
Yep.
So Gavin advances to 1-0. Holden 0-1. The only
Holden
people who
did
have
show some
thought in the
promise.
yeah,
He is
Holden
he
shows
is
some promise.
he has some talent coming up for sure.
He's a real contender in the middleweight
He
class.
he's definitely, if not the number one contender, the number two contender in the middleweight class.
Um, the next question. You have an upcoming fight against Wyatt Boobs Lilly. A lot of people I have heard a person or two say that Wyatt has a chance against you. How do you feel about that?
I think that's horse shit. I think they're talking out of their ass, trying to hit some like weird parlay or some shit. I don't really know what to say. That's just a little bit disrespectful to my game. I mean, statistically, I'm on paper the best fighter here. Um, and second of all, I mean, what do I have to prove against him? Like, he hasn't fought. Okay, he's already tried to pull out of the card once. He dropped the fight already, and I had to convince him to get back on the card and fight me again. Back on the card with me. Okay, he was gonna get back on the card with someone else. So he's scared. I've already won the mental battle, and I haven't even put a hand on him. Right? Like he cannot go 15 minutes in a 9-by-9 with me. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we don't fight in an octagon. We're not that rich yet, so.
No, fuck no, brother.
Um,
Poverty out here.
but yeah, hit like and subscribe and get us some money, get us what we need.
Yeah.
Get us some sponsorships. So instead of me saying not a sponsor, I can say is a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly Wyatt. I'm not gonna say
What are
he's
your
lesser.
thoughts? What are your thoughts on? First of all, what are your thoughts on the Holden and Gavin fight? Nick, you too. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I thought the Holden Gavin fight was a clear winner. I mean, obviously with the TKO, but Holden really did show some promise for his upcoming fights. In the middleweight
He's got
division,
talent.
he will only have Tommy really to worry about. In middleweight, he will have to either go up or down for everything else. But out of him and Tommy, I mean, I think Holden's got it. That would be an amazing fight to see. But you did indeed bully Holden. For your next fight against Wyatt, it's gonna be worse than Holden. It's not gonna be a pretty fight.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
be
it's not.
surprised if Wyatt made it the distance. I mean, it's
I'll be surprised if he makes it out of the first 3 minutes. I think within the first 3 minutes, I'm gonna have landed so many significant strikes that no matter what happens in the rest of the fight, unless I get knocked out, which will not happen, okay? If you don't know me, then I don't know, but I got that chin of iron, brother. So he's not putting me out. It's that simple. Wyatt, when you're watching this, it, I, I can't even be nice. You're going to bed. So I'll bring you a blanket and a pillow though, so we'll have that all set up for you.
My thoughts on the Gavin Holden fight is like what Nick said. Holden, Gavin, you clearly won. You won physical and mentally. Um, Holden showed real promise. He can win the middleweight. I would even go to say he could contend in the heavyweight easily.
Oh yeah,
If he went up,
definitely,
if he went up
definitely in the
pounds,
heavyweights,
he could contend in the heavyweight realistically.
easily. I think he'd
He's
run
lengthy
heavyweight.
enough. He could win, especially wrestling. The only competition I think he would have in the heavyweight is Gage.
I think Cruz. I mean, we got Cruz in the heavyweight division too. I know you guys haven't seen him fight here on the channel, but Cruz is promising. He's a big boy. He's quick. He's agile. He's been working on his BJJ with me out there. We've been training gi and no gi grappling. I've been working on his boxing last couple of days. He's promising, and I think he could give Holden some real big issues. Real big issues, like
That
one
is a
kick
fight.
taking out his leg issues.
That is a fight that could possibly be happening. Um,
That's a realistic fight.
you versus Wyatt. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I mean, I love Wyatt to death. He's just not able to compete. This isn't his fight. He's in a very tough lightweight division.
Yeah, the
This lightweight
lightweights,
division
we got
is
some competitive lightweight
really hard.
contenders.
yeah.
Some competitive.
We got Hunter, Gavin, Wyatt, Ethan, and Birdie.
Arguably, three of the. No, not even arguably. The three most trained and tuned fighters are in the lightweight category. Me, Ethan, Hunter. I mean, the lightweight division's going to be hard. For me, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave lightweight undefeated. Boxing's not my thing. Boxing's Cheech's realm. I think I might step into his realm, but I don't think it's going to end good with me. I mean, he's a better boxer. He knows more about boxing. I do Muay Thai. That's my thing. So I think realistically, I could leave the lightweight division 3-1.
You looking?
I don't think that's
Yeah,
completely unrealistic.
you looking to put on a few poundages after this lightweight belt? You're going for?
Yeah, I kind of want to move up to middleweight and kind of just isolate my, or not isolate. Wow, I'm kind of fucking stupid. Solidify my spot here as the pound for pound champion. I already beat one of the middleweight contenders, so I'd move up. I'd gain some weight. I'd move up to 160. 160 is my natural weight. I cut 15 pounds for the fight. So 160 is my natural weight. I'm pretty elusive at 160, so I could definitely take out a 185er at 160.
Yeah, you'd win a lot of things there. Holden, of course, would have the reach with being 6'3". You have definitely the wrestling against like most definitely not a doubt in my mind. Only be a good wrestler if he trained practice, but
Hmm. He's got potential. He's got a good foundation,
He does.
but I mean, against a guy like myself, I got a very well-rounded game. I mean, I've taken the
yeah.
time to fine-tune my aspects, so
Um, Thanksgiving is what, 4 days away?
yeah, it's Thursday, I
So
believe.
Yeah. By the time this is out, it'll be either already happened or happening.
Hmm.
what's you boys' top 3 Thanksgiving meals?
I got stuffing. Are you talking about like dishes?
Yeah, like dishes, like you got your
I
turkey, your gravy, your fucking mashed potatoes, stuffing, all that.
I
Desserts
well, I
included, of
mean,
course.
I gotta say this is a hot take. I don't know if this is like a universal thing for everyone's Thanksgiving. Um, but I'm gonna pick mashed potatoes with gravy. I'm gonna go for that stuffing, and then I'm only saying this is delicious food. Don't get me wrong, Would it be 3 if it was based off anything other than nostalgia? No, but it brings me back cranberry sauce, bro. Every family gathering, Thanksgiving, Christmas, always had cranberry sauce on the table. That's getting my number 3.
Well, that's a
Nick?
respectable list. I'd probably go not in any order because it's too hard. But we gotta have a turkey up there, mashed
Yes.
potatoes, and recently I become a bit of a gravy guy. So gravy's kind of
Yeah, I
important
heard.
to me.
I've actually heard that you had an outstanding performance dealing gravy.
Me and gravy got really close. I'll be honest.
Yep, yep. That's nice. Nice to hear.
Um, you know, my top three in order. You gotta have your turkey. Foundation of Thanksgiving. Without a
Yep.
turkey, it's just what is it? A bunch of
An average day.
yeah, an average day, a
I
bunch
just
of
I can't fit it
just
in the
side
top
meals.
3, man. I can't fit it in the
It's
top 3.
it's their side meals realistically. Turkey
I'd give it
is your
top 4.
LeBron. Turkey's
Ooh,
your LeBron essentially.
it's a hot take, but okay.
Your building block. You can build around mashed potatoes, yes, but it's also
Yeah,
hard because a lot of sides are potato things. You got your
yeah.
French fries, all that, So
You
you
know
gotta
what I
go
really
turkey.
hate? Fuck green bean casserole. That shit's gross. You're
That's
a bitch if you
disgusting.
like that.
Um, Number two, you gotta go mashed potatoes. You throw a little salt and
100%.
pepper on those things, dude. Delicious,
Hmm.
delicious. Potatoes, like I said, they're your Dwayne Wade essentially. No, they're good with potatoes are good with anything. You
Uh,
got your baked potatoes, your mashed potatoes, your French fries, your chips. Like whenever you have a meal, you're having something with a potato side. I can almost guarantee it.
I
Number
mean,
three, you boys didn't go to dessert, but I got with the chocolate pie.
chocolate pie. Ooh, I'm taking pumpkin and 4.
But I go, you got you
I
that.
agree.
Pumpkin and 4. Pumpkin is easily the best. I mean, chocolate pie could be any time of the year. You only eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving exclusive. So that's why it's getting mine.
I think that could be up there is rolls. We all forgot about rolls.
Yeah, you know we did forget about charcuterie boards, brother. The pre-meal snacks, the olives, the crackers, the
Charcuterie boards.
cheese, the fucking vegetables, brother. Like charcuterie board is up there for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Our host
Um,
Kimball is gone AFK.
my fucking note. My chapstick broken. Chapstick not a sponsor, by the way. Um, what's the next question we got here? Best fight on the card. Like
Um,
what's the best fight? What are you most excited for this weekend?
you know, I'd say my fight, but I think it's pretty clear who's gonna win my fight. Um, everyone's expecting me to come out on top, I believe, except for a few people who are trying to be different to be relevant and try to get themselves out there in their career. But I think for being realistic, the most exciting fight is gonna be Cheech and Tommy. I mean, I've said this before. It's gonna be a shootout. Tommy's got reach. Cheech has great boxing. Tommy's strong. He's a big boy. Cheech is quick. He's agile. He can move. He's a boxer. So I think he can give Tommy some trouble, but I don't think Tommy's completely out of this fight.
Yeah, Tommy of course has the reach advantage. Um, he also a lot of people don't realize that he has some experience. I mean,
Hmm.
of course, coming off the wrist injuries, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's hard,
I've given
injury.
him 3 L's, 2 or 3 L's in boxing.
Yeah,
So I mean, this is a big fight for Tommy. I think this fight is gonna really decide whether his career goes to a like a he's if he obviously if he starts at 0-1 or 1-0, that's a huge part of any fighter's career in any league, right? But I think if he gets that 1-0, I think he's going to go up from the 1-0. I think he's going to take the 1-0 momentum, and I think he's going to fight Holden in Muay Thai, and I think he's going to mollywop him if he comes out on top. Holden's down. Holden just came off a loss. He's injured. He's got a dented forearm, bruised sternum, something fucked up with his face. I don't know who did that to him. Um, I got a pinky injury, so I'm gonna be fighting with a broken pinky knuckle. You guys can't really tell, but it's broken. Um, so, but I mean, there's no excuses for a guy like me. But
yeah. I, my most exciting fight by far. I mean, you gotta go the heavyweights.
Yeah, that'll
It's
be
always
interesting.
interesting. You know, you're talking Gage with the reach. BJ thinks he has a cakewalk. I love Beach, but
I think I
I don't
got
think it's
Gage.
gonna be as easy as it is. I mean, you got Gage 6'4",
Gage is
295.
6'5", like 6'4", 6'5". Like that's a big dude.
Yeah, it's probably right around a 6'10" to 7 foot wingspan. I mean,
He's got long arms.
he's he's got reach and he's got muscle. I mean, it's not gonna be a walk in the park.
hmm
Um, upsets this weekend.
I think the upset that everyone is looking over, like I said just a minute ago, is the Tommy and Cheech fight. For me, I don't see Gage beating Nathan as an upset because I got Gage over Nathan. Um, so that's not an upset in my book. I know that's kind of a hot take for some people out there, but I really think that there's nothing against Cheech here, but I think if Tommy has the ability to take it the distance and he keeps his range throughout all 3 rounds, the scorecards are going to be on his side.
Yeah,
I tend to
yeah.
agree. I mean, I do think Gage is gonna pull through, so I don't think there'll be much of an upset. BJ could do it if he gets some miraculous punch, but let's be real.
It's
Gage
gonna
is
be
that
it's
guy.
gonna be a competitive fight for sure. That'll
Oh,
be a
for
fight to
sure.
watch.
Yeah. I'm also with this BJ Gage. I'm gonna pick Gage, of course, but I think the general consensus is BJ is gonna win. I mean, I know BJ picks himself, obviously, but Elliot's gonna pick BJ. Zach's gonna pick him. Brody's gonna pick him. You know, all his little friends are gonna pick him here. So that's what's really bringing BJ's odds up. That's what's
Mm-hmm.
making him more valuable. You know, realistically, Gage is gonna win that fight. And if BJ wins, congrats to him. He's gonna probably get the heavyweight title fight.
Yeah,
I
that'll be
mean,
pretty impressive. But I don't think BJ is any match for Cruz. I think Cruz is gonna run the heavyweight division.
I think Cruz is too. I think Gage just has a really big advantage of being tall, big, and strong. I mean, he's not quick though. That's the thing. Um, upcoming fighters. I know. Hold on. How do you feel about all the drama around people joining, leaving, and dropping fights?
It's frustrating, man. What can I say? As a fighter myself, it's hard. It's hard to. I mean, I almost lost my fight. I almost lost my fight this weekend because of a pullout. Something his dad probably should have done since he raised such a bitch. He probably should have pulled out. Um, but I don't know. It's horse shit. If you're gonna sign up for something, then you need to do it. And if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna talk shit and then leave before your match, you're a pussy. Um, and I don't think here we're gonna tolerate that shit much longer. I know myself as the league founder. I'm just gonna start getting rid of people that are taking fights and then leaving, because it makes you guys' jobs harder. It makes my job harder. It makes it harder to fucking do everything, and it's horse shit, and it needs to stop. And if it doesn't stop, then we're gonna do what already has to be done. You know?
Yep. I mean, I know the second I joined the league, I was instantly bombarded. Oh, Kimball fight me, Kimball fight me. No, I'm literally here to make graphics, do this shit, post it, get it up, get us known, you know? Take something like Hunter, so much more training than me.
hmm
I think Hunter can be really good lightweight.
With potential, you could also be a competitive lightweight. You could be. I don't think it's completely out of your scope yet. But
But
I mean, that's
my
that's all I got coming from my end.
my producer is telling me that it's time to stop, so that's the end of this. You know, we'll be back next week talking more shit, doing more questions. We might have a few guests. I mean, we did one of these before and it didn't go so well because you'll see clips of that on the YouTube shorts. It'll be enjoyable.
Yep.
You guys will like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we are out of here.
Deuces.